What is going on, YouTube? Patrick here. It is Wednesday and a little bit earlier than I've been doing these the last few weeks. But since it's the holidays, we got out of work a little early today. So, had a little extra time. Actually, been able to get my video done on a normal hour, which is really nice. Um, Q4 continues to be strong, you guys. 22 sales last week, totaling $1,554. Holy cow. Now, part of that, there was one really big sale, biggest I've had in a long time. So we'll get into that one. That's definitely going to be the sale of the week, pretty obviously. But let's get into the sales, you guys. All right, up first, Phillips DVD-VHS player. I've talked about these plenty of times, and I'm sure most of you are getting tired of seeing them on here, but DVD-VHS players are resellers' bread and butter, especially if you do any kind of electronics. If you haven't seen these before, they do tend to have a high failure rate. About 1 in 3 of them don't work. So I feel like I'm constantly throwing these things away just because they don't work. But the ones that do work usually make up for it, selling anywhere from $40 plus. This one sold for $55 plus shipping, so definitely great. And I was only into it, I think, for like $3 from an early season garage sale. Item number 2, 20 blank VHS tapes. Well, realistically, these are sold as blank. They were previously recorded. Definitely, this is something you guys can collect, and then as you start to get enough of them, put them into a lot, especially if they've got recordings on them. I don't know really what people are doing with this. I know there's a bunch of YouTube channels out there that do old commercials or even old episodes of TV shows that they can't get very easily. I think commercials is really where it's at, though. And then I've also seen if there's wrestling content on there, that being something that people are interested in. But definitely via eBay's rules, you guys sell them as blanks. But they're not going to sell for a ton either, so I don't know if eBay is really paying too much attention to them. I usually try not to pay more than about 25 cents, maybe 50 cents at the most if I'm really interested, but 25 cents is where it's at. As you can see, 20 of them sold for $20 plus shipping. All right, so you're not going to make a ton of money on it, but they're usually pretty good sellers. Item number 3, one of the Lego sets I picked up a few weeks ago. There was a whole bunch of these just Lego Star Wars sets, these little sets, and I just bought them all. I think they ended up wanting like $2 or $3 each for them. This one was Lego Death Star Trooper set, and it was all there. So really easy. I think I thought maybe it'd be about $15, and I ended up taking a best offer of around $13 plus shipping. And like I said, I was into it for like $2 or $3. So very, very easy little flip there with the Lego. Item number 4. Department 56 set. You guys have been following me for a couple weeks. You know that I had picked up about 12 of these. And then another one at the most recent Savers run. So I have had about 13 of them for sale lately. So I'm going to continue to sell these probably over the next few weeks until Christmas time. This one was a big one though, right? $99.99. Realistically $100 for this set, and I ended up buying all 12 of them originally for $100. So this one set here pays for everything as it's sold. Everything else is profit. Right? Obviously, we still have fees to consider, but in my mind, it's much easier to say, okay, this paid for everything. And like I said, $100 for 12 sets. It ended up being about $8 each for these. So $8 into 100, great flip. Item number 6, if you remember watching last week's video, I had this little Lytton Royal Typewriter Company calculator in there as a vintage one. It's a really weird one, you guys. And actually, when I had bought that one, I got this one as well, the exact same model. But this one didn't have, I thought, not as nice of a box. I priced the other one at about $100 because I tried to charge it up, it didn't charge. This one, I did the same thing, did not charge. But for whatever reason, the other one, I just kept getting really low offers, like $40, $50, $60. So then when I got an offer of $80, I took it. This week, I did the same thing. Put it up for $100, expecting to take something around $80. And then it ended up selling within a couple days for a full price of $100. Weird, you guys, right? Just because it didn't have quite as nice of a box in my mind, and I was just really surprised. But I ended up getting both of these for $10 each, right? So $10 into 100, another really nice flip. Item number 5, not as nice. I don't know, I've skipped one, didn't I? I skipped 5, went to 6. We'll go back to 5. This is a Black & Decker Bullseye Laser Leveler. This thing did not have a lot of value. I paid $5 for it at a tag sale, and you can see sold for, I think it was $10 free shipping, so it ended up being about $5.35 after shipping. Not a good flip. it was brand new in the box. I was like, I'll take a shot on it, and didn't pay out this time. All right, back on schedule here. Item number 7. This one's a weird one. It's a controller for the Wii video game system, and it's a bowling ball. I didn't test it. I didn't use it. It was brand new in the box. Like, I didn't really want to mess with it, but it looks kind of weird, and I'd be interested in trying it if I ever could figure out, like, if I ever found one that was used. This was one of my friends, Liz, was cleaning out her parents' house, and it was there. So I took anything that was brand new and anything that was video game related. That's easy stuff to take from her. Since it was commission based, right? We split the profits, so it's 40, 40, 20. So 40% of the sale price goes to me, 40% goes to her, and then 20% is set aside for fees and shipping and all that stuff. So $8 goes to me, $8 goes to Liz. Thank you, Liz. Item number 8. The second set of these I've sold in the last few weeks, which is kind of odd to me just because it's kind of late in the season here in Connecticut. It's cold outside, but wherever it went must have been a little bit warmer. But they were brand new baseballs. They had been opened, but they were obviously unused. So I priced them up. I thought maybe they'd be selling for like maybe $40, maybe $50, something like that. That didn't end up being the case. You can see they sold for $23 plus shipping. I was only into them for $5. Really easy flip just because no moving parts, super easy to take pictures of this stuff. I'll probably be looking for these again in the future for sure. All right, item number 9, not my best flip ever here, right? This is a little like promo Lego set or maybe like a birthday party Lego set. It was Star Wars. I got it at the same sale I got the other Star Wars set at. And the only reason I really picked this one up was I thought I could probably put it into like a reusable Amazon mailer, right? Pop it into one of those things, tape it up, and send it out. And that's exactly what I did. It shipped super cheap. So I was into it for $1. And after free shipping, it's going to be about $5.70. So definitely going to make a little bit of money there. Not a lot, but it was super easy. So I figured, why not? Item number 10 is a Pampered Chef. This is cranberry colored chafing dish, or not even a chafing dish. I don't even know. Maybe some other kind of dish. I wasn't sure what it was. I recognized it as Pampered Chef, knew it was like their stoneware line, and I knew that if you get the non-stoneware colored stuff, that there could be a little more value. I had actually bought one of these in the past, and when I got home, I found a big crack in it, so then I could not sell it. And so to find it again, this time I opened it up in the thrift store, and actually it was pretty much brand new inside. It looked like nobody had ever used it, or if they did, they cleaned the heck out of it to make it look brand new. Either way, I put it up as used just in case. $30, and that's what I ended up getting for it. And I was into it for $5.99 from a local thrift store. Nice little flip there. Item number 11, I had picked up a bunch of these Disney little beanie bags. They were like old Disney store or maybe like a mall kiosk kind of thing. The person who sold them to me said that I think it was their father or their husband, somebody like that, used to have one of those kiosks. And Amber and I bought a whole bunch of them from them for like $2 each. Just tried a lot of the Splash Mountain stuff, right? Since they're getting ready to do a makeover on that and turn it into the Princess and the Frog. So that stuff was kind of hot in the last year. So we were like, well, let's just take a chance on these. We took a chance on a few others. But the Splash Mountain stuff was, I thought, going to be really good. And I sold one of them right away. These other two have been sitting. And I got a best offer on it of $20, which I ended up just taking. Just figured, what the heck. So after shipping, going to be about $16. So right, $2 into $16, not a bad little flip at all for something so easy like this. Item number 12, a little bit different if you look at the image over there. This was actually a Facebook Marketplace sale. Basically with some of the Christmas items that I've got up, or even some of the gifty type stuff, I've been starting to cross-post that over to Facebook Marketplace. And surprisingly, I listed this and it sold right away. Local pickup, which wasn't too bad. So we have a Starbucks that's like literally just about a mile down the road. So just drive down there and meet people there in that parking lot. It's nice and lighted. There's almost always people around, so it's nice and safe. Super easy though. This thing, I think I ended up paying about $7.99 for this at Salvation Army back in the springtime, maybe early summer, something like that. And I had thought from other YouTube channels, people had talked about these things selling for maybe like $40 or $50 at this time of year. I ended up doing some research on Terapeak, and I didn't really see that kind of pattern of sales, right? Mostly it was, if you're lucky, $50 free shipping, usually more like $40 free shipping. And I think that's where I've been getting confused with some of the other YouTubers, is that they're including free shipping when they say, I'm selling this for $40, versus I usually charge for shipping, do calculated shipping to wherever it is, try and get you the best price on it. And then that is try to be a little more transparent. Some stuff I definitely do free shipping on, like video games or small things, like that stuff's just super easy and people are used to it that way. But for this kind of stuff, I definitely try to charge shipping. So that's why I did it. I was like, if I can get it the same price on Facebook Marketplace, sell it for cash, I don't have to pay the fees. So it's even going to be better. So that's what I did, and it sold. So pretty good experiment going on there. You probably have a couple more on here, maybe one more on this week's, maybe a few more on next week's even. Going to continue this experiment, especially during this this holiday season. All right, item number 13. This one's a little bit weird for sure. And actually, this one is
Amber's Weird Sale of the Week.
So when Amber's Aunt Kathy moved recently, she sent us a bunch of stuff, right? A lot of people do that. They're trying to help themselves, help us out, and they know we like going through all this stuff. She's been watching my videos, so hi, Aunt Kathy. And pretty interesting item here. It was an old vintage Boy Scouts of America bugle. And so I looked it up, and sure enough, I found a couple of them selling in the $50 range. So I was like, okay, what the heck? I'll list this at $50. Literally, you guys, within a day of me listing it, it sold at my asking price. So super awesome. Another of these commission kind of things. So it's going to be 40% to me, 40% to her. So $20 to me, 20% to her. Thank you, Aunt Kathy. All right, item number 14, another DVD VHS player. This one probably will be in this weekend's live garage sales video. Yeah, I did go to a few more, so got a couple late season ones in. Had to pay up on this one though, you guys. I ended up paying $20 for it. I knew with the Sony, probably it was going to be worth it. Probably $50 is what I thought at the time. I got a little worried when I got home and looked it up, and they were selling it like $40. So what did I do? I put it up for $50, and guess what happened? Sold perfectly. So hey, gonna take it, right? Item number 15. If you guys are watching this channel for a while, you know I love to sell Nordic Ware. If not, Nordic Ware, these bunt pans, be on the lookout for them. They're definitely out there, especially in thrift stores. I don't find a ton of them at garage sales or estate sales, even a couple here and there. But thrift stores, for sure, they're out there. They usually have a really unique look to them. And then they have a little bit more weight than the Wilton ones do. So usually you can tell them apart pretty easily. Some of them can sell really well. I've sold a few of them in the $40 to $50 range. Most of them are in the $10 to like $30 range though, but if you can get them for $2 or $3, it's still a pretty good, easy flip. Look out for scratches, look out for rust, that kind of thing, but otherwise really easy to sell. On this one, got it for $3, sold it for $14 plus shipping, so great, easy little flip. All right, this next item is going to be the sale of the week, you guys. This is another one from Amber's Aunt Kathy. I do want to warn you, it is a little bit of offensive. So if anything that's offensive is sensitive to you, jump to this time. We'll be past it at that point. So all right, like I said, this one is the sale of the week. All right, gonna put the picture up now. All right, so you can see this is an old World War II style ashtray set. So it's made in America, made in the USA, in Ohio. And it features some of the Axis leaders in caricature form, and it's an ashtray. So the idea is you would put out your cigarette on their faces, basically. So, right, it was a pro-ally, anti-Nazi propaganda kind of thing. And yeah, this was in those boxes that she sent to Amber after she moved out. I knew this was going to have value, you guys. Just had no idea if eBay was going to let me sell it. I was super nervous about this. Just incredibly nervous. I did end up joining a World War II like memorabilia group, and I posted it in there as well. Like most groups on Facebook, I got made fun of pretty much immediately for the price I was asking, which I didn't think was unreasonable. I did some work on eBay solds and on Terapeak, and found that individually these ashtrays were selling for something like $150 each. So I'm like, all right, so there's $450 all by itself, and then these looked like maybe they were unused and never had been out of the box before. It's hard to tell with these things. So I was like, with that kind of condition with the box, I was thinking it would be in the $600 to $800 range. So I listed on eBay for $800 and listed it in the group for $600, thinking, taking the fees out of it, why not try to make it easier on people. And I got a couple of offers on it in like the 2 to 300. I think I got one that was in the 350 range. And then a couple days later on eBay, I got an offer of 600, which there were two solds that were very, very similar to this. One was 600, one was 700. And I was like, okay, I've had so much stress with this. I'm just going to take the $600 and run, which is what I did. So it's going to be a similar situation, 40% to me, 40% to Aunt Kathy. So it's going to be $240 to me and $240 to Aunt Kathy. Just really crazy sale here, you guys. Like really neat. With this type of large dollar item, I don't even know if I'm calculating if I need to do 20% or not. Honestly, I'll have to wait and I'll have to go into my account and see. Maybe it's even more money into my pocket and into Kathy's pocket. I don't even know. But Aunt Kathy, thank you so much for sending this one to me. It was super interesting to research, super interesting to sell. I'm so glad it's kind of off of eBay for now, though. Whew. All right, welcome back if anybody skipped it. Item number 17. This one, so a couple of weeks ago, I ended up doing one of the online estate sale auctions. I think it was, I can't even remember the website, but right, I'm sure you guys, if you've done any of the stuff, I'll put there you go. There's the website right there. But a whole bunch of different auctions currently going on. It's one of those ones where it's mostly local pickup. And it's instead of there being a physical estate sale, they want to reach more people this way. So I bid on a bunch of stuff. It was late season. I was looking for more inventory. This one was really interesting. There was just tons and tons of high-end electronics. So I think I ended up bidding on something like 50 different items, you guys. But for what I had to do is develop a rule for this one where I just bid my max and then walk away. And then if I win something, I win it. And if I don't, I don't. So I think I ended up winning about 10 items and spending something like around $200. But this was one of the items in there. So I ended up paying, after the 18% buyer's premium, I ended up paying $21.36 for this, which wasn't fantastic, right? But you can see it sold for $50. So not a bad little flip right there at all. Kind of fun to get back into those online auctions too. Item number 18, this is a Cricket cartridge. Back in the spring, we went to an estate sale and picked up like 6 or 7 of these things, I think. And there was a mixed bag of a few of them were new, a few of them were used. And you can see this one has sat and sat and sat. It's been like 8 months since I bought this. Finally sold it for $10 plus shipping. I think they ended up wanting $2 for it up front. So, right, one of those things is just going to sit in a box and it can go in a tote, sit there for months and months and we don't have to worry about it, and then easy to go dig it out when it's time to sell it. Item number 19, this is another of the Department 56s that I picked up. You can see this one sold for $40. This one I actually got asked if I could do a local pickup on it. So I said sure, even though it was on eBay. And yeah, $40. $8 up front, just like the other one. So it's not the 100 that the other one was, but hey, $40 from 8 is always going to be a good flip. Item number 20, video game. This one's for the Game Boy, Super Mario Land 2. I did not find a lot of Game Boy games this year. They're starting to get really, really scarce. But I ended up picking up some 3DS stuff at a sale. And one of the other kids who was there was like, oh, I have some old Game Boy stuff if you want it. And I was like, yeah, of course I do. And I think he wanted $5 each for these, which I gave him. And the other one's still for sale, but this one sold for $20 free shipping. So after shipping, it's going to be about $16.66. Not bad for a video game for $5. All right, item number 21. This is another of my Facebook Marketplace sales. You can see it's a Mario Kart bundle, Wii bundle. So I basically just saved up all the wheels I found. I had controllers, I had nunchucks, I had Mario Kart. Actually, this is my sister-in-law Natalie's Mario Kart, so that was really cool. Got everything cleaned and tested and working, and I was like, put it up for $250 on eBay. And I thought, well, if I can put it up on Marketplace and save on the fees, maybe do a local pickup, then I can just list it at $200. It's going to be about the 20% I would do. And they asked, well, do you want to include shipping? And I was like, all right, I'll play around with the shipping. And sure enough, it sold within the first day for my asking price. Definitely did not expect that. So now I'm going to have to pay fees on it too. I think it's about 5% on there. So not terrible. I think they said it's going to be like $190 into my account afterwards. But I'd never sold anything on Facebook Marketplace where I had to ship it before. And so that was an interesting experience because I'm so used to eBay, right? With the managed payments, I get paid usually within a couple of days. On the weekends, it can be a little weird. But Facebook Marketplace, they said you have to wait till the item is delivered and then you get paid. So that is not as interesting. So it's like I don't have the item anymore and I don't have the money. Not as good of a feeling, but hey, $200, it should be just fine. It should arrive just fine, I hope. I don't think any reason why this wouldn't get there. I think I ended up sending this one FedEx, so it should be good. And then it'll be nice to get the $190 in a couple of days or whatever when it's finally delivered. All right, getting towards the end, you guys. Item number 22, Christmas item. This is a dancing snowman. I picked this up at a Savers a couple weeks ago. Just thought it was kind of interesting. Didn't really know if it was going to have value at the time and just took a little bit of a chance thinking it's Christmas. I think I can sell this. So I ended up paying $5.99 for this, and sure enough, sold for $30 plus shipping. So easy little flip there. All right, item number 23, VCR. This one was not bad, right? I think I ended up buying this, oh my gosh, probably like 8 months ago. So this thing was for sale forever, but only paid $1 for it. So that's really nice. Very, very easy flip at $1. I thought maybe I could get $40 for this one, but I ended up taking best offer of $30. But when you only into it for $1, it's not as hard to take a $30 offer. Item number 24. This is the final item of this week. This is XMen on VHS. It was numbers 1 through 14. This is another one from Amber's Aunt Kathy. This was her cousin, not Peter, Brian. It was his growing up, and this is one of those things where it's not like the Disney movies where they weren't watching it every day or anything like that. So they were still in really good shape. And I immediately knew that Aunt Kathy had made the right decision sending these to me. I listed them for $50 and got a best offer of $42, which I was like, okay, they want free shipping since it was going to go media mail. I countered $46, which they took, which I'm pretty happy with. So $46, it's going to be about $18 to me and $18 to Aunt Kathy. So again, Kathy, thank you so much for this. So that's going to do it this week, you guys. That is a lot of stuff. 24 items, $1,554 in total sales. I'm estimating the fees at about $241, and cost of goods sold is pretty high at $477. Right? It makes sense when the item of the week, those ashtrays, right, $240. So of the $477, $240 is right there in one item. So, it makes sense that it's that high. Now, the good news is we didn't spend a ton of time working on eBay last week, or working on this. Spent about an hour and a half sourcing. That'll be up, not this Saturday, but the Saturday after. There was a really good estate sale, you guys. Be ready for that one. I'll probably talk about it again next week. And I spent about 4 hours listing last week. Last Friday, I was supposed to go help one of my friends move, and ended up having to cancel that, but still just took the day off, so that was nice. And then about 3 hours into shipping and about 2 hours doing research and doing paperwork. So all in about 10 and a half hours, right? So 1,554 minus out the fees, minus out the cost of goods sold, divided by 10 and a half, $80 an hour, you guys. Holy cow, that sounds ridiculous. I think all of us wish we could make $80 an hour. That's just not going to be the case all the time. I'm really starting to look forward to doing the end of the year recap with you guys, just to see how did it actually measure out for the entire year. So yeah, long video again this week. Thank you guys who've stuck around. If you've enjoyed this stuff, please do smash that like button, and if you're interested, please do subscribe. If you just here to watch, that's okay too. I don't mind at all. So once again, my name is Patrick, and have a happy Thanksgiving.